Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name's Renee. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. I appreciate you being here. I got myself a new Keurig so I can make myself coffee in the morning when I'm getting ready for work. So cheers. I got some items from my second Beautylish lucky bag, so we're gonna check them out. So stick around. I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so I got the Wayne Goss brushes. I've got the Natasha Denona Golden Palette. I've got this Surratt lid lacquer, so I thought maybe I'd try this out, and the Chantecaille lip veil. I was gonna try out the Danessa Myricks Vision Flush Glow, but it's got a tint to it, and I got to go to work today, so I'm not so sure about trying that today. I'll have to try that on a day where I'm doing my makeup when I'm off work. I did spray a little bit of this Beauty Treats Make Me Matte on my face to kind of mattify, because I like to be a little matte with a little bit of glow, but not too much glow. And I do kind of tend to get a little shiny when I'm working all day. Not from my skin though, because my skin's pretty normal. This is my Elta MD, and it has SPF in it. I got it when I had my under eye surgery, and I love it. I do love it. It's like a sunscreen, a tinted sunscreen, so it doesn't leave like a white cast. I did do my skincare this morning too. I thought Jan tagged me in this tag that she did, and so I'm gonna do it while I'm getting ready this morning. Let's see, which foundation do I want to use? I've been going through 3 of them lately. I've got my Revolution Skin Silk, I've got my Believe Beauty, and I've got my L'Oreal Infallible up to 24 hour fresh wear. So which one? I think we'll go with this one today, the Revolution. So the tag is like, if you were on a, oh no, that's why I normally pump it on the back of my hand. That's okay, that'll be covered by my shirt. So anyways, get on track, Renee. It's, if you were stranded like on a desert island, what would be the like things that you would take with you? You know what I mean? Like what you would have. So there's 6 categories, 6 products, and a bonus product. So you have the 6 categories, and then in the bonus category, you can pick like whatever you want. You know, you could pick an extra item from one of the other categories, or I'm assuming that you could like add something as well. So the first one is makeup. So I was thinking on this, like, if I can only take 1 makeup product, potentially 2, depending, because you do have that bonus. So I could add another makeup item in if I wanted to. But I was thinking about it, and I remembered the palette that I took to Vegas with me, which is this. Let me take it out of here. It Girl Beauty Book. And when you open it up, like, you could potentially have, I mean, you do have everything. You've got bronzer, blush, concealer, foundation, eyeshadow. I mean, you could use this right here for liner. You got brows. Like, I mean, you pretty much almost got a full face right here. You know what I'm saying? The only thing you don't have is mascara, which I could probably do for the bonus item, but we'll see when we get there. But I thought this would be the perfect makeup item to take, because it basically has everything that you need in it. And I'm sure they probably have other things like this out there that has like everything that you need in it. So like if I needed to take something, it would definitely be that, because it's got everything you pretty much need. Next would be skincare. Only one skincare item. That's no bueno. I think probably a moisturizing sunscreen, because if you're on a desert island, you're going to be in a lot of sun, so protecting your skin is going to be very important. And then also being in the sun all the time can dry out your skin, so I would think a moisturizing sunscreen for sure. 3, body care. Oh goodness. Man, this is hard. And I didn't use my Wayne Goss brushes. Let me take these out of here so I don't forget to use them. Because I think I want to use this one right here for foundation, or I could use it for powder as well. I don't know if it would really work for bronzer. I'm trying to think for body care. Because that could be anything, like body lotion, body wash. I think I'd want to have body wash. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be stinky. And then if I really needed to, like if I had a big enough bottle of the moisturizing sunscreen, I could probably use that to moisturize my hands and my, you know, my body as well. So a body wash I would really want to have. I'm just saying. All right, here's the Natasha Denona Golden Palette that I just got in my second Beautylish Lucky Bag. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm so excited to use this. Ooh, and the packaging is just so cool. Anyways. All right, so probably body wash I would want to take. And then, like I said, I could use my sunscreen, my moisturizing sunscreen for my whole body. I'm going to use my Sigma Eye Base in Ignite. They finally restocked it. So I bought another one because I really like this eye base, you guys. Like a lot. I mean, it's $30, which is kind of pricey compared to some other ones, but like, I mean, like e.l.f. and stuff. A lot of the ones that I have are cheaper, like the Colored Rain one. I got that one for $2.50 when they were selling out of everything because they closed. So a lot of the eye bases I've either bought in cheapy cheap or gotten from Steph in a Bizy Beauty box. But there's so many people talk about the Sigma eye base, I wanted to try it. All right, so let's get into, I'm going to use this brush right here, and I'm going to go into Miko. Is that, I think it's Miko. And I'm just going to use that to kind of set the eye base down. All right, so we got body care, body wash. 4, hair care. That's hard. I wonder if I could use like a body wash for my hair and my body as well, so that I could bring like a moisturizing conditioner, like a conditioning mask, because my hair is curly and it's super dry and I need to have some moisture in my hair. And being on a desert island, you know, there's probably salt water, which is going to be even worse for my hair. So I definitely, I mean, I need to be able to wash it, but I need to be able to condition it too. So if I could have like a body wash, because they do have shampoo body wash together. So if that was my body care, then I could use that to wash my hair as well. And then my actual hair care would be like a deep conditioning mask. So I'll go with that. And then the next one is a fragrance. Ooh, that's hard. I'm going to go with vanilla. Anything vanilla. Like I have my Vanilla Bear from Victoria's Secret, which smells really good. So I would probably take that just because I know that vanilla is like one of my favorite scents. So I would take vanilla. And then 6 would be tools or brushes. Does it have to be just one brush or can it be a brush set? I don't know. I don't know. This foundation on my shirt's gonna drive me crazy. I think I'm gonna go into Leak. I think it's Leak. And I'm gonna put that on the outer V here. So, goodness gracious. Well, I mean, you can use your finger as a tool for like putting on, you can, for your foundation, for your concealer, you can use your fingers for eyeshadow. So I think I would need, gosh, I don't know. That's so hard. What brush would I want to take? Probably a double-sided brush. I know I have like something like this. And then maybe I could use this side to do my brows and more detail work, and then use this side for like blending out and stuff. And then I can just use my fingers for the shimmer shade on the lid. You know what I mean? I could make it work. I could make it work. So I think like some sort of double-sided brush, definitely. Because with that palette, you know, I could use my fingers to put foundation. I could use my fingers for bronzer. I don't know how well it would be blended out, but maybe I could use stuff in the surrounding area as well. You know what I mean? Like maybe there's some sort of plants or something like that on the desert island that I could, you know, make myself stuff that I would need. I don't know. I could make it work. I could make it work. And then 7 would be bonus item. 1 from any category, 1 through 6. So I guess it has to be, I guess it has to be. I think I'd want to go with, oh gosh. It's hard because I would want a lip product, but mascara would be really nice too. Because I could always use, I could always maybe use the palette if I had a better palette. You know what I mean? Like that palette would be great, but if I had one that had maybe a little bit more color in it, I could always use eyeshadow as a lip product. I'm going to say mascara. I'm going to say mascara because, like, I don't know. Mascara is like, it just makes things look a lot better. It brings an eye look together. Whether it's putting on false lashes or putting on a really good mascara, it just, I feel like it helps with the eye look. So I think that would be, everything that I would take with me. I mean, I'd want to take a lot more, but I think I could make it through with those items for sure. Thank you, Jan, so much for tagging me in this. It took me a minute to film, but I figure since I'm getting ready for work this morning and I screenshot everything, that I would do it while I'm getting ready for work this morning using my new products that I'm super excited to have. How are we looking? I need some more coffee. Coffee. I don't usually drink coffee, but you can also get K-cups that are tea and hot chocolate. And the coffee I got is a little strong on the first brew. So this is the second brew in the K-cup that I have in my Keurig, because I was like, I'm going to try it with a second brew and see if it is a little bit better, because yeah, it's a little too strong for me. So I needed to lighten it up a little bit. All right, I'm going to take this brush right here and I'm just going to blend all of this out. And I went and got some creamer and got some more sugar because I was almost out of sugar. I went to Walmart and they didn't have, like the last time I bought sugar, I got the plastic, it's like a little plastic bin and it's got a lid on it, but they didn't have that. So I just bought a bag, and surprisingly enough, that little bag that I got fit perfectly into the plastic container with the lid, and I just have that sitting next to my Keurig for when I make my coffee in the morning. It's really nice on a cold day, you know what I mean? It keeps, it's like warms up your insides, so that's a perk to it too. I guess I could make hot chocolate in the morning as well, but I don't know. I've always wanted to get a Keurig. I had one when I was married because my ex-husband drank a lot of coffee. He always made coffee in the morning. I never drank any coffee though, but of course when he left, he took his Keurig he took his Keurig with him, which is fine. And it took me this long to get my own because again, I don't really drink coffee that often, but this one's not blending out as good as the other one. Why is that? It snowed a little bit yesterday. Not very much though. It was like a little light dusting. Okay, so we've got, it's so hard to read these. I'll just leave it popped up here. So it's like Milko or something like that. And then Leek. And then what do I want to use on the lid? Maybe Autumn? Is that Autumn? I think it might be Autumn. Kava's pretty too. Alchemist? This is hard. All right, I think we're going to go with Autumn. Or maybe it's Aurum. A-U-R-U-M. It's hard to read because of the background. Ooh, that's pretty. That's pretty. But yeah, I woke up yesterday and I was getting ready for work and I was talking to my friend and she was talking about the weather. And I pulled up my weather app while I was talking to her on the phone and I was like, it says it's snowing. And she's like, I don't see any snow. I'm like, well, it says it's snowing in Tacoma right now. And she's like, well, look outside. So I opened my door and there was snow everywhere. Just like a thin dusting. I mean, enough to cover everything. You know, there was snow on the road and on my porch and everything. It looked really pretty. But like, it's crazy how the weather works sometimes. I literally drove like a couple minutes down the street and it was gone. It's so weird. And then when I got home yesterday, it was completely gone. So it didn't last, but it's supposed to snow again. I don't know if it's going to snow today or tomorrow, but supposedly we're supposed to get some more snow. We'll see if it happens. Sometimes they say it's going to snow and then it doesn't. You can't ever believe the weatherman 100%. Because usually you get all excited about it and then you get let down. They're going to be like, oh, there's going to be so much snow and nothing. But it was exciting to see it yesterday. I'm one of those people that I don't mind the snow. I know a lot of people up here bitch and complain about it, but it really doesn't snow that much. So it's not like they have anything to bitch and complain about. You know, like maybe once a year. And every few years we might get like a decent snowstorm, but even then it's only, the snow's only around for a few days. It's not like you're living in Alaska where snow is everywhere. And, you know, but people around here, they just don't know how to drive in the snow. And I don't understand that because I learned how to drive up here in Washington State and it doesn't snow that much. It just took me one time driving in the snow and I slid. And as soon as I slid, I turned like you're supposed to, like to the slide to either way. I started sliding and I corrected it and got out of it. And that's when I was like, oh, okay, so I can do this. As long as I take my time and I'm not driving like an idiot, I'll be fine. All right, so I think I'm going to use this for blush. And this would be for highlighter. This one I messed up on. I should have used this for the foundation. But I could always use this for powder as well. And then this one, I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. But I'm going to use this e.l.f. bronzer palette. And I'm going to go in with this shade right here. I used this yesterday as well. I've been trying to switch out my makeup. Like I had certain foundations out, and then I switched them out, which I'm thinking about switching them out in the next couple days as well. I got my schedule yesterday, and I had to call my boss, and I was like, you do know I'm on flex next weekend, right? It's my birthday weekend, because my birthday's on Thursday, but Junior's got stuff going on that weekend, where he's going to be going to like a rave, and it would be nice to not have to get up early and go to work after taking him to that, plus just have a few days off because it's like my birthday. I think I've talked about this a couple times. My sister's coming to pick me up at like 10:15, 10:30 Thursday morning to take me somewhere, and I don't know. I have no idea where we're going, so hopefully I'm going to be dressed appropriately. I don't think it's going to be anything I need to dress up for. She might just be taking me to brunch or something. I don't know. We'll find out. And Junior doesn't have to work that day. I told my sister, I said he has to work at 3 because that's what his schedule is. But I forgot he took a few days off. I think this bronzer looks okay. I didn't use the Surratt. Damn it. That's okay. We'll use it in the future. We'll use it in the future. I was so excited to get the second Beautylish Lucky Bag. Like, I honestly, I don't know how I got so lucky. I really don't, man. Like, I know I ordered 2 of them. Well, I tried to order online, and the order wouldn't go through because they were having some issues. So I was like messaging people, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I can't get my bag, you know, and I really wanted to try one this year. So they had a phone number. So I called the phone number, and I just ordered it over the phone. So Riri was saying like maybe something, or maybe Debbie said that maybe something happened with that, with me calling them and trying to order online. But I have one charge, and it was the price of the bag that I got plus the one that I donated. So I got charged properly. I didn't get charged anything extra. So I know that that's right. So I think I just somehow got lucky to get a second bag. I'm going to use ColourPop Desert Rose blush. That's what that looks like. And I'm going to use this brush right here. No, this one. This one. And we'll just tap it right on the cheeky cheeks. I really like this palette though. It's beautiful. I think I need to deepen up that outer V a little bit though. And I think I'm going to use the darker shade to put a little bit of liner. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Let's do that right now. So I'm going to use this brush right here. And I'm going to go into, I think it's Log. And we're just going to put it along the lash line here as a little bit of liner. That just added a little something. Can you see the difference between this one and this one? Just with that little bit of darker shadow along the lash line. I think it just adds a little something. I'm trying to plan a trip back east. My sister said that she would keep an eye on prices for me because she's really good about finding the deals and steals when it comes to flights and stuff like that. So I always kind of depend on her to help me when it comes to getting the cheapest tickets. And I want to go July because my grandma will be turning 100. Her birthday is July 20th. I'm going to add a little bit of this leek shade out here just to kind of deepen it up a little bit. And I don't want to miss her 100th birthday. You know what I mean? That's a pretty big milestone, you know what I mean? And she's been dealing with dementia for like a lot of years. So she doesn't really communicate a lot. Some days she's more talkative than others, but usually she's pretty quiet, you know. She's an amazing lady. She really is. She was always the cutest, you know. Big gossiper for sure. The ladies in my family like to gossip. Not all of them, but a good portion of them. I mean, when we were younger, they would all be in the kitchen. My grandma had this like bingo game. It had the little bingo balls and the little like the dome thing that you put all the balls in and you spin it around, and then just a little bingo game. And so they would sit at the table and play bingo. I think sometimes they would play for money too. If I remember correctly, they would play for money. I never got to play because I was a kid at the time, you know, and we had to either be outside in the backyard or downstairs playing in the basement. My granddad had like these little cardboard houses. I can't remember where we got them from or where he got them from, but he had these little cardboard houses, and they had little mailboxes. And my uncle worked for a paper company, so he would always bring paper and pencils and stuff. And so we would always be down in the basement playing in those little houses, and we would write each other letters and put them in the mailboxes. It's my LA Colors brow pencil. And put them in the mailboxes, and then they would check their mail and read their letter, and then they would send a letter. Like, it was just fun. And he had a tire swing and a badminton net in the backyard that we used to play, and a swing set. And he had a grapevine too. We used to always go out there and pick the grapes. They took that down after all the kids like grew up, you know, so it was a really nice grapevine. It was huge. And then they had the woods across the street, so we used to go play hide and seek in the woods over there. But there was kind of like a highway like on the other side, so we never really like went too far. But God, I miss that place so much. So much. But I really, really, really want to get back there. I usually go for 2 weeks, but I think this time it might only be for 1 week. Just because I want to get a rental car and everything like that, and rental cars can be a little pricey, especially if you're going to be back there for a long time. All right, I'm going to use this brush and this powder. It's the Ofra Pressed Powder Oil Control. I've just been kind of tapping this like right in my T-zone to kind of, because that's usually where I get not really oily but shiny, is in my T-zone a little bit. So I've been trying to use this for where I might get a little bit shiny. All right, what else am I doing? Let me curl my lashes, and we'll get some mascara on. All right, and then after I put my mascara on, we'll get a little bit of concealer underneath my eyes. I'm using the Charmacy mascara. I really like this mascara, especially since I've been using it for a while. It seems to, like, some mascaras just get better over time, you know what I mean? Until they completely like dry out. But sometimes they're too wet in the beginning, and then they dry out just a little bit, and then they just end up working a lot better. See, like, that's just one coat. And then I usually wait for the mascara to dry while I'm doing other stuff, and then I'll give them a little curl again after the mascara dries. You don't want to do it when it's... Oh, did I get that on my lid? I just poked myself in the eye a little bit. Dang it. Maybe not. All right, that's my mascara. That doesn't look too bad. I could put on a second coat. All right, I'm going to use my Color Science concealer. And I just put a little bit on my ring finger. And then I tap my fingers together like this. And then we're just going to tap it right underneath the eyes like that. And then I'm going to use my Angie Hot and Flashy from BK Beauty Brushes and just kind of tap it out. And you can also use it to kind of clean up the shadow on the outer V there as well. I try to keep it like a little bit like right where this like dip is, you know what I mean? Keep it in there because I'm going to put shadow up here, so the concealer doesn't need to come all the way to my lower lash line. You know what I mean? God, we're at 34 minutes already. Good gravy. All right, I'm going to put a little bit more blush right here. And then I'll use a little bit of my Glam Light translucent setting powder. Use my little loofah, which is dirty. And I just tap it all around. Just get a little bit on there. And powder everything down. All right, let's get the lower lash line. I'm going to use the Leak shade to do the lower lash line. I usually do use whatever shade's out here and in the crease. I usually use it on the lower lash line as well. There's so many things that like I want to talk about, you know, that I think about, but I get nervous because I don't want people to like take it wrong or get the wrong impression. You know what I mean? Like, I just think about things like whether it's right or wrong. I just like think about things and I try to rationalize it in my head. You know, like especially with all the crazy stuff going on in the world right now, you know, and I see what some people post and I just question it. You know what I mean? Like, is it true? Or like everything that I watch and I see, like what they're saying just doesn't make any sense to me. You know what I mean? Like, there's people that I watch and I listen to, and the things that they say, like, it makes sense to me. Like, it makes sense. Like, I'm like, oh, you know, like, but then people will like think that you're a bad person because like certain things that they don't agree with make sense to you and they don't understand that. And it's like, just because we have different life experiences and different things speak to us doesn't mean that we're wrong. You know what I mean? All right. Let's see. I'm going to use eyeliner brow pencil from LA Colors that I got from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to tight line a little bit. And then for my waterline, I'm going to use my Sky Blue. I think it's Sky Blue. Yeah, Sky Blue from Avon. And I'm going to put this in the waterline. Oh, that looks so pretty. I love that shade. And then I'm going to use the, where did it go? The Benefit Roller Lash here. Oh, here it is, right here. I'm going to use this for the lower lash line. All right, there we go. Now I'm going to use the P. Louise Skin. This is hydrating spray, And we're going to spray this. It smells like bubble gum. It smells like bubble gum. And then I'm going to use this sponge and just kind of tap everything down so that it gets into my skin good. All right, and then the highlighter I got is the Moon Dance from Ofra. And I'm going to use this brush right here and just kind of tap it right underneath my brow here, just to highlight the brow bone. And then I'm going to use this brush to blend it out. I find that putting your highlighter here and then using a brush like this to blend it out really does help with the transition shade to kind of get rid of any harsh lines that you might have. It's just something that works for me. It might not make sense to other people, but you know what I mean? That's just one of those things. That doesn't have a mirror in it. You know, not everything works for everybody and not everything makes sense for everybody, but that doesn't mean it's wrong. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand why people make such a big deal about makeup. Like, I was watching about Glamlight and the whole drama with their lip kits, and there was like maybe 7 people that got lip kits that were kind of like not full or something like that. And this one chick, man, she just went balls to the wall and was posting left and right, just tearing them a new asshole. And it's just crazy, man, over a lip gloss. And like, it turns out that she was lying, you know what I mean? Like, Giselle, the owner of Glamlight, came out and she was talking about it, and she showed like the screenshots and everything about how quickly they were, like within less than 2 hours they responded to the email that she had defective lip kits. And then there was such a small amount that were kind of like messed up that she didn't really know. They couldn't really determine what happened, but they refunded and replaced the lip kits for the people that had the issue. And so I don't understand it, man. Like, I mean, and then she was getting like death threats over lip gloss. Like, I just don't understand. It don't make no damn sense to me at all how you could, like, and then everybody thought because Glamlight wasn't addressing it, that they were automatically guilty and that they were a shady brand. And it turns out it was just for her mental health, you know what I mean? And like, they were thinking because they turned off their mentions and their comments and stuff that was an admission of guilt. Well, not necessarily, you know. There's 2 sides to every story, and before you make assumptions, you know what I mean? Like, maybe you should think about the fact that maybe there's a reason they're turning off their comments, because they were getting so much hate and backlash for something that somebody lied about in the beginning. Like, people act like people don't lie. Like, not all females are telling the truth about stuff that happens to them. I'm not saying they all lie, but not everybody tells the truth. You know what I mean? Like, that's what makes things so hard, is people can be really good actresses and actors, and they can lie really well, and they can lie so well that everybody buys it. So you really have to question things sometimes before you just buy into the bullshit about certain things. You know what I mean? Just because somebody says it doesn't make it so. And unless you have all the information and take the time to do your own research and due diligence. And even, is it Robert Welsh did a video about it, because even he like thought something about it, but he reached out to Giselle and like asked her about it, and she was very, you know, forthcoming with him and everything. It's just, you have to do your research before you just make assumptions, you know? Don't just assume that a brand is a bad brand because one person decides to go on a tangent and start ripping them a new one because maybe they want to get their 5 minutes of fame. All right, now for my lips. I have this Chantecaille, and that's what it looks like. But I also have my ColourPop lip kit, the New Moon one. I thought I got the Jacob one, but I guess I got the Volturi one. It's a really pretty one though. I wore it yesterday and I really like it. I gotta put an inner corner. Inner corner. I think I'm gonna go in with Aura in the Natasha Denona palette, and we'll put that on the inner corner here. I'm just all over the place, right? But I mean, people are just mean, man. That's why it's like so hard. You know, you have questions and you have things that you're thinking about in your head, and you kind of want to get other people's opinions, but when you tell people what you're thinking in your head about certain things, they rush to judgment instead of like talking to you about it. They gotta rip your head off about it. You know what I mean? Like, make you feel like you're wrong because something that they don't agree with makes sense to you. You know, like, it's just really sad. And they're so set in their own ways that they don't even want to give you the opportunity to maybe you're right. You know, it happens at work too. You know, you try and help people and show them like an easier way, but they're so focused on how they're doing it that they don't even want to give you the opportunity. Like, just try it. If it doesn't work for you, then don't do it. But at least give it an opportunity, and it might make things easier for you. Like, just sometimes you got to give things a chance and just try it. Just listen. Give other people the benefit of the doubt. And you know what I mean? Listen to what they have to say because they might be right. You know, they might make sense if you let them finish what they're talking about. But you just hear the first couple words and all of a sudden, no, no, no. You're like all shut off. Well, maybe if you let somebody finish. Like, I've gotten into it, not like into it, but with a couple of people on Facebook. And it's just like, I just don't understand why they're so judgy. You know what I mean? Like, and I know I shouldn't care, but it's like, why do you got to make judgments about me based on what I'm saying? You know, like, if you would just take a minute to kind of listen instead of being so closed-minded, you might understand. Because, like, I try to understand other people's side of the story. Just because I don't agree with it doesn't mean, like, I get why you think that way. It just doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if that makes any sense. Well, that's pretty. That's really pretty. It feels good too. Very creamy on the lips. I can't believe this is $54. Damn, dude. That's crazy. All right. I'm going to get dressed and everything, do my hair, and then I'll come back with everything put together and we'll see the final look. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, I'm back. I'm all dressed and ready to go to work. My scent for today is Fruity Sherbet Scoop. This, yeah, it smells delicious. So I'm glad to have that. But anyways, I love this palette so much. I am like over the moon excited that I got a second bag and that it was like 50%, like even more better than, like way better than the first one I got. Not that the first one was bad. I enjoy the first one. I got the, where did I put the palette? It's around here somewhere. I got the Nomad Cosmetics, whoa, berries and cream palette. And this is a good palette, but, like, see, it's a good palette. I love it. But the other stuff that I got in the second bag was like way better, like the Wayne Goss brushes and the Chantecaille. You know what I mean? Like the brushes were $85, the Chantecaille $54, the palette $69 if I'm remembering correctly. So I mean, like $75, guys, for the bag, and this is what I got. $331 was the value of my bag. But anyways, yeah, I love it. We'll take another look-see-loo at the palette. It's so pretty. It's so pretty, guys. I'm excited to have it. I think the look came out great. I'm super happy with it. But anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thanks for hanging out with me. I truly do appreciate it so much. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy this kind of stuff, I hope that you will think about joining the family. Just go down below, hit that subscribe button, and become a part of Nene's Glam Squad. Make sure you turn the notification bell up to all. That way, hopefully YouTube will notify you when I make a new upload. Give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Say hi, let me know that you stopped by. And with that being said, I'll let you guys go. Have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time of day it is that you're watching this. Take care, stay safe, and I hope I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.